versus just say, well, I hope this changes somehow.
Well, I've spent a whole summer hitting balls right, trying why I mean.
This summer's gonna be very different. Without hitting a golf ball first, let's just make some swings.
Okay.
Just to kind of get your body back comfortable to swinging a golf club.
Oh my
It's okay.
Do you hear my back?
So, I was wondering, I felt like I heard a lot of cracks. Was that like up the entire spine? Okay. Like I said, that's why we let the first few swings just getting us loose. Like Tiger always said, like, when you're warming up, the whole goal of a warm-up is to warm up. Not about trying to be perfect, just getting the body warm. Can you feel there, Stan, where you're making contact on the golf club?
No, but
Okay.
I don't think I was like thinking about it.
Okay.
Do you know? Could you tell?
I already know where it is.
But
Like,
can you tell for yourself
yes.
too?
Yeah.
Oh.
So,
Even if you're not thinking about it, or are you always thinking about it?
so I'll definitely say this is where equipment is also different too. But like the equipment I use is also giving me a lot of feedback because there's not a lot of extra material. I'm gonna spray the club face here. We've done this before, right? With the powder?
No.
You've seen this before, right?
Well, I have the stickers.
So this is a
I've
simpler
never
way
seen
even
it,
if you don't
yeah.
have the sticker. So just some Dr. Schultz foot powder. Okay, so without having seen that, would you have any idea that the ball was being hit there on the club face?
No, I probably wouldn't have known that.
Just movement-wise, you're getting a lot better. I want to take some time today to just focus on what's going on here.
Okay.
And develop more awareness for just strike in place of the golf ball. Like that feedback alone, I'm gonna say, okay, now I can feel this part of the club face on the heel, I can feel the toe, I can feel the center.
Yeah.
Those are also clues for you to be able to take away when you play. What I'm going to do is I'm gonna put this here.
Okay.
So the purpose of this, I don't want you to move away from it at the start, but essentially when you come through, the goal is just making sure that that club moves this way into the golf ball, not.
Okay. I don't want to hit that.
You got it. Correct, correct. And if you do, it's okay. It's just rubber.
Okay. And I'm actually hitting the ball.
Yep. Okay. Nice job.
What did I do different there from the left?
Let's see where we made
A little bit more?
more center. It's not a small amount. We went from a golf ball here to a golf ball there.
Yeah.
There's a tendency right now for your club to want to move out this way.
Yeah.
That one there, you kept it
Yeah.
more square through contact. We saw a straighter shot, we saw a longer shot. That was great contact. So when we feel that almost soft, kind of almost, I'll say almost mushy type of contact into the club, that's because it's in the sweet spot. So that's why it feels like there's almost no reverberation or vibration back through the club. Versus if I hit toward the toe or if I hit toward the heel, we're gonna feel more vibration and feedback back up through our hands.
Okay.
So good, Sam.
Like it just feels easy.
Yes. This is how the ball's coming off, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. How'd that feel for contact?
Good.
Okay.
Oh.
Right?
Yeah.
It's a lot better. What I want to work on is, right now your club is moving too much out here. We need to actually feel, and I'll use alignments, that we need that club to work more this way, versus right now it's moving too much out here. I'm going to put this as a visual. Tell me if it's helpful to kind of think of, we need to essentially get that club head to trace that stick through the golf ball, okay?
Okay. Am I gonna hit it?
Nope, not at all. You're good. Yeah, because that club's going to be past it. Yep. That feel easier?
Yeah.
That was beautiful.
Yeah, that felt way better.
Just from standing even a little further back,
Yeah.
too, right?
Yeah.
In general, with all your really good ball strikers, they're going to have a tight little contact point right around here, over and over and over. And so that's the most important thing. Even over direction, if we make really good contact consistently, there's a good chance our quality of golf shots are always going to relatively be good.
Okay.
So go back to where you were a few shots ago, where you were too close. Can you feel there how?
Yeah, like all the my shoulders are automatically like.
And think about it, right? Now you're in a position where, right, we're trying to come through and turn and come through the golf ball. You get so close, there's no space to turn.
Yeah.
So that's why that setup's so key.
And I feel like I start to go like wider when
Yes.
I get closer
Yep.
to like obviously create that
Create the space. Yep. That's great on the setup. Go ahead and just take your setup here. Let's just kind of review backswing a bit. Yep. Yep. Eyes just looking down on the golf ball. Yep. So this feel different. So this is too much this way. Does that make sense?
Yeah, that's when it's like going like too steep.
That's when it's coming more straight up. This is too much the other way, right? So that feels like that's too flat. So essentially think of finding the middle. That makes sense. So here's the middle of those two. Continue just to rotate with your body up to the top of your backswing. There it is. And that's it.
So like this is so good. You're gonna be like, yes, Sam. My hips are literally moving my arms up.
Awesome. So like,
right? Like it's
this chain gets this back.
Not my body.
Not that.
Okay. Yeah. That makes sense.
I'm gonna give you this.
Okay.
It's a heavy club.
Okay.
So the purpose of this and my reason I want to do this for the backswing that we're talking about is by giving a heavy object, our body has to move smarter. So I think some of it is this being as light as it is, we don't think about it as much technically, but it feels like, oh, of course I can just flip my arms up. I give you something heavy now. Okay. All of a sudden we can't do that.
Oh my gosh, this is really heavy.
Yes. So it's about 4 pounds.
Oh, okay. How much is a regular golf club?
Well, this one specifically, we're probably talking in the realm of 40 grams.
What is that to pounds?
So we're talking about, this is probably at least half.
Oh,
half the weight.
Okay.
Quarter. Go right ahead. Good. Yep. Go right ahead. So can you feel yourself wanting to do this?
Yeah.
Okay. So remember, let your body just turn it back. Feel the difference?
Yeah.
Good. Yep. Good. Versus, again, I'll kind of help you with this. So too much.
Yeah.
Too much. You can feel it work there. Yeah. Feel that's kind of the sweet spot. Okay. So I'll have you make just a couple practice backswings, just feeling that a bit. Nice job, Sam. Then turn through. Good. As you do this one, I'm just going to keep this steady. Now come through. Good. Yeah, stay right there. Yep. Eyes down on the golf ball. Yep, good. Right there.
Okay.
And then right through. Really good.
So that one I felt like I was reaching more. Is that like supposed to
arms were further away from you?
Yeah.
So more extended here?
Yeah.
That's good to feel the left arm a little bit more extended. So the difference is you head up to the top of your backswing on the left. That club's getting a little too steep and kind of picking up a little bit. And I think, as you said, just a lot of hands and wrist movement versus when you're in this place on the right, you're in a much better place to just let your body rotate and turn through the golf ball.
Yeah.
The more your golf swing feels like that, you want to keep attaching yourself to those things.
Okay.
If you feel like, wow, that felt jerky, that felt stiff, that felt rigid, those are red flags. You want to avoid those.
Okay.
Yep. As we work through this feel of just making contact, part of learning to make contact is learning what it feels like to hit all parts of the club face.
Okay.
So yes, our goal is to hit the center when we're out there playing and all those things. But if I don't know what happens in order to hit the toe, then I'm screwed once it happens.
Right.
So what I want you to do right now, and I want to let you kind of discover it on a few swings first, see if you can figure it out. I want to allow you to try and hit the toe of the club.
Okay.
Not by setting up on the toe, still set up on the center, but I want to see if you can get a feeling of what to do in order to hit the toe of the club. All right, show me where in the club you feel like you hit it. If you have to guess.
Like right here.
Okay, let's check it out. Really good awareness.
Wow.
Really good awareness. Great shot, Sam.
Yeah. Thank you. Did I hit the toe?
You tell me. This is.
I feel like it was definitely more center, but it was definitely towards the center, but it did feel like I was trying to do it.
Okay.
So like probably similar to where I hit it the last time.
Okay. Yep. Point of going back to this is your tendency coming into the golf ball is for that club to come too far this way, right? You're focusing on trying to hit here, but we're seeing results hit here. Subconsciously, with that being your goal, you're starting to bring this club in like this, very square into the golf ball, just because you're like, well, I gotta figure out how to get it there. All good things, but more just making you aware of those are the things you're doing well. Okay. And as we go up to the numbers, there's 2 numbers up here that are basically not like any of the others. Just barely closed on your club face. Yeah. Which is great. Versus the majority of very, very open. What's kind of the correlation I'm trying to give you too is as you're focusing on really good contact, your delivery of how you're controlling the club is obviously improving without directly thinking that.
Okay.
Oh, beautiful.
Okay,
sound.
that I didn't think about. I didn't think about anything.
Anything.
Well, I didn't think about like trying to hit the toe of my.
Okay.
I kind of forgot.
Was there any thought there, or just hitting the shot itself?
No, I think I was thinking my backswing more of anything, but.
Okay.
Oh, that I didn't think about hitting the toe too. Am I supposed to still be thinking that?
Short answer to that question is yes.
Okay.
The reason is your instincts are going to keep reverting to
Right.
the old.
Okay.
So I want you to really right now ingrain that feeling of trying to feel like you're hitting on the toe.
Okay.
And that's going to continue to train us how to hit center, which we're doing more often right now. How's that?
That felt good.
That was pretty good. As a test, if you were to rate that shot in terms of that was absolutely right in the center to a little off, like where would you say that was?
I would say that felt like it was right in the center.
Okay.
Like if I was actually surprised that wasn't straighter, especially knowing that the other ones that were more towards the toe were more straight.
Okay. In terms of the contact, did that contact feel like there was no vibration off the club, or was it just really sweet and soft coming off the club?
I wouldn't say it was like all soft, but it still felt good.
Okay. So this is where I want you to continue to be very picky on what you just said there.
Okay.
Both can still produce good golf shots.
Right.
But one is better than the other. So that last one, and this is why it was slightly different, was slightly towed and low. Versus if it was right here in the center, there you get that feel where it just doesn't feel like anything coming off the club.
Right.
This I think is really kind of what we're talking about is the most important piece of kind of taking away from today where yes, there's things technically we need to continue to work on, but taking some time to digest and know what is truly good contact, what is not good contact, and what are those differences between.
Yeah. That I felt like I was like intentionally hitting the toe. Okay. But I feel like it'd be in the middle, between middle and toe.
Sam, nice job with the feel. Right there. Good job.
But like I don't think I could like say that to you if I didn't have the proof that that's where it hit.
So agreed. Like, I'd say, would you agree probably today's the first time we're creating an awareness for what you're feeling off the club and where that feeling now is associated with.
Yeah.
That's the huge point of today where like when you go to practice after today, it's not, oh, I was right, or it kind of felt good, just, oh, cool. It's like, no, there's a specific place, there's a feeling, there's clues now to say, this is exactly what happened. Going back to control a little bit, and going back to our numbers up there, so we have the -1 and the -3 degrees closed on our club face, which we really like, and we start to see again getting back to open.
Yeah.
So what I would like you to try and do, keeping all this the same, is see if we can start to make this ball on purpose curve a little bit left. Okay? And what we mean by that is just as we talked about the wrists at the end of last session, right? We're going to start feeling just a little bit, the hands and wrists begin to
rotate a bit
as it comes into the golf ball.
Okay.
Just a little, it doesn't take a lot.
Okay.
And if this goes way left on purpose, that's okay.
Okay.
But essentially, when our pattern is, we talk about keeping the ball away right, we want to feel the opposite right now to learn how to find neutral.
Okay.
Great job, Sam. Nice job, Sam.
Okay, that I didn't really think about. I was thinking turning my wrist, but unless I did it and I wasn't thinking.
Or were you thinking about the ball going left at all, or?
I think so, yeah, but I wasn't like thinking of like the actual movement of like rotating my wrist.
Okay. Every person is different in terms of what message sends us the right movement, right? You might be looking at it and just say, I just need to think of it going left, and my hands just make it happen. Or someone comes in and it's like, I actually need to think a lot more of my hands doing it. And it might be a little bit of both.
Okay.
But that's, a lot of this today is kind of a discovery of some new awareness of how we're controlling the club, controlling contact, which is all super important and fun.
That I was thinking too much, I think.
Okay. How many thoughts did you have over that one?
Well, I definitely thought about like, oh shoot, I kind of forgot about hitting the toe of the club.
Okay. Okay.
So then I think I
like in the swing or like before
yeah.
Okay. Rule I'll have is in terms of after you get over set up, focus on one thing.
Mm-hmm.
Commit to one thought and just keep to that one thought right now. Okay.
So the one thought should be hit it left.
Yep. Let's go with that.
However, I might
Yep.
do that. Well, I think I just thought about hitting it left and not what I had to do it. So I think my swing thought should be to move my wrist.
Okay.
That felt a lot better.
What was your main focus there? You did a great job.
Bringing like my wrist over,
Okay. Great.
but like also doing everything.
It makes sense, kind of the relationship of the wrist to the club face.
Yeah, no,
Okay.
100%.
Okay,
Yeah.
Great.
I guess like for me it was like timing on that.
Uh-huh.
Like,
It's new, very new. So like before, right, as we've seen on all the data, essentially without much thought up to today, your club face is just always used to coming in open. So the feeling of even this closing a little bit, there's a huge difference in closing a little versus the normality of
yeah,
being
or like
open.
not having a thought.
Or any, yeah, just
right,
swinging.
like that's
Correct.
It's just probably been luck that I
Well, there's not luck, there's skill.
yeah.
There's a lot of skill there, but now it's intentional.
That was bottom. I feel like I talked about all of it.
Yep.
I also think mid-swing I started to think about like the other stuff.
Yep. So if we're looking at just these last few shots, right? Just from a goal of we're trying not to see the ball go as far right. So this last one was a little right. This one right here, a little right. Left, left, little right. That was a miss it. Little left, little left. Very different trend than what we're used to seeing, right?
Yeah.
Okay. What were the thoughts the last couple shots?
I was trying to just rotate, like turn my wrist.
To the wrist.
Yeah.
Is that something, does that feel foreign to feel and or think about?
Definitely to think it, yeah. I feel like there might have been times I've done it but never have thought about it.
Yep.
I also don't know if I'm like, because you were like, it doesn't matter how far left it goes, so
Yep.
like how much wrist I was
Yep.
actually turning.
So we can see there in terms of club face, I'm okay within, especially today and right now, you feeling what it's like to do it way too much. Because if you know what it's like to do it too much, now we can work into how much is the right amount.
Okay.
If we were to say, you just gotta be perfect right away and not try and feel too much, that's too hard. What was the thought process there?
Well, originally it was to turn my wrist, but then I feel like I got here and something winky happened.
So just
Like I feel like I
movement-wise.
started to think about like using
Yes.
my lower body, yeah.
Okay. And kind of took away the thought
Yeah.
of club face. Okay. Great job, Sam.
I literally just had to say in my head the whole time, turn wrist, turn wrist, turn wrist, turn wrist.
Okay. That was great. How'd that feel?
That felt really good.
That was a great golf shot.
Like I felt like I was turning my wrist. It didn't seem like it's more of an intentional thought.
And when you're going through a round of golf, never do we hit it perfect, even the best players in the world, at every hole, every time. So if there's days where, okay, my ball's going right, I don't know what that means, kind of screwed.
Yeah.
Just like if it's going left and I don't know what it means, I'm screwed.
Right.
So as you start to train those feelings and what that's like, now you have the ability to adapt, make an adjustment, versus just say, well, I hope this changes somehow.
Well, I spent a whole summer hitting balls right, wondering why I'm hitting balls.
This summer's going to be very different. Very different in a positive
and
way.
like changing my aiming and everything to like overcompensate for hitting them right.
Yeah.
So I'm excited. Yeah.
Cool. Great job.
Yeah. Thank you.
Yeah,
It was fun.
That was great.
It was fun. It's cool to see the number of results out
You
of
can
all that.
see kind of the learning process like with the data
Yeah.
as you're working through, and throw this on all your clubs.
Yeah. Cool.
And throwing that little rubber thing there,
Yeah.
I think was also super helpful.
Yeah, it was. It definitely like you said, like my body was instantly like
Yeah.
I can't hit it.
Yeah, it's just
What
the
do you
power
gotta
of like, all right, figure something out. There's an obstacle there, and it does. You're a good athlete. When you're doing something at home, you just take a head cover.
Yeah.
Just put it right down. Same thing.
Okay.
Achieve the same thing
Yeah.
even at home.
Cool. That was really helpful.
Good job.
Thank you.
Good job.
Thank you. I'm excited. I can't wait to go out and play like golf outside.
Mm-hmm. We're coming.
Slowly. What day is it? January? Halfway through?